there.
Hello.
It's us.
It's your favorites.
Ish.
Yeah. I mean, we're up. I mean, I hope we're up there.
I hope like people see this and they're like, fuck yeah, Wrestling Agenda put out a new video.
Yeah.
That's not a video at all.
Our Japanese fans.
Yeah.
And Eastern Asian fans.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Konnichiwa? Is that it?
That's just, don't go.
I'm not even going to.
Okay.
Nakamura Shinsuke. I know that one.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, fuck off. Fuck you.
Just like that, we lost our 3 East Asian subscribers.
No,
Way
we
to go,
didn't, because
Cody.
they're a beautiful, beautiful group of people.
Now you're just pandering to try and get back?
No, I love Really? Of all the people, you're a humongous Japanese wrestling fan. If anyone needs to pander, it's you. I don't give a shit.
Watch cartoons.
I really like.
Why do I have to pander? I consume the
I
culture.
really like New Japan, but not enough to follow it as hard
pay
as you.
shit in yen every month. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm cultured because I'm not, but I eat up their culture whenever I
would
can.
love to go there for like 6 months.
Yeah, someone sponsor us.
Right. Not like only 6 months. Like, I would love to be there for a solid 6 months.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, why you're here? It's because it's Backlash previews and predictions.
Yeah,
we
pick
pick them.
The pay-per-view that's going to be way fucking better than Payback.
Yep, we pick them. I lose them.
We pick them. You stick them.
Something like that.
Gross.
Yep, we have your reigning defending Wrestling Agenda champion, good old Cody Long here.
I think you should announce me better than that.
And your new Wrestling Agenda champion, weighing what, $155? You're welcome for that.
260, but
yeah. About
hailing from
5'11",
Kearney, Nebraska.
hailing from parts unknown.
Oh, parts unknown.
Yeah.
Fucking green bastard. Parts unknown.
A one-time Wrestling Agenda champion.
I mean, yeah. CM Punk only won it twice, but he had it for like 600 days.
And then there's me over in the other quarter, the challenger.
You had it once. You won the first pay-per-view.
I did. Haven't won any since.
You're the champion for 30 days.
Yeah.
You're the Finn Balor to my Kevin Owens.
Oh, yeah, he was less than that. If we're counting hours as days. Then
I know. I know. I was trying to be nice.
But yeah, so Backlash preview prediction time. What you guys came for, what you guys need, we're going to give some.
Before I get to the matches, am I wrong to assume that this event is going to be leaps and bounds better than Payback?
I have much higher expectations for it as well.
Because Payback was a good show.
Yeah.
There's just it
It had
there was
huge
a
lulls and
20,
dips. Yeah.
30-minute video that was not that great. I still think it was kind of funny, but you think it was a dumpster fire,
Yeah,
which that's
dumb.
pretty much the two opinions I've seen online is it's either a dumpster fire
Too hokey.
or it was people just thought it was a joke, so they laughed, which is ridiculous.
No one's saying it was brilliant or anything like that.
I've seen a couple people say it was brilliant because it was so shitty.
That doesn't count for shit.
I mean, kind of like when is it The Room, the movie? You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yeah, The Room. Yeah.
Like how people see that.
I show people it because I think it's funny, and for what it's worth, it's hilarious. But
The Room?
no one takes it as a fucking serious movie.
Right,
Yeah,
but he
So-
released it as a serious movie.
he did, but Tommy Wiseau's an idiot too. So
Well, WWE is pretty stupid 90%
Yeah.
of the time. The other 10% is what we live for.
yeah,
though.
so I didn't really care for it, but you enjoyed it the second time. So.
The second time, because I knew it was shit, it was funnier. But yeah, so you want to get into picks then?
Yeah, let's get into. Let's
Let's
just
start with the
dip right in.
probably not the worst. Yeah, it's the worst out of them, which is sad because it's the women. It's Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Naomi versus the Welcoming Committee. Natalya, Tamina, Carmella, and your boy James Ellsworth.
I'm gonna go with faces on this one.
Faces?
Yeah, Team Face I think wins this. You can't just make the champ look weak too.
Right.
So I don't know. I think the faces.
You mean the champ and
I
the
think,
challenger?
Yeah, I'm going to say the faces win, but then Charlotte turns on Naomi, which inspires Becky to turn on Charlotte.
Do you think Charlotte's going to join the welcoming committee?
I don't think so.
I don't see her turning then.
I think she still turns at the end of the match, like it's
so?
an independent, like everyone's for themselves kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is what she's been doing anyway. So, or leading her character up to be. So
I'm guessing this is going to be pre-show. If it's not, it's in between the Kevin Owens match and the Randy Orton match.
I don't know.
There's no title on the line.
Cleanser. Yeah.
The story is shit.
Very.
They can quickly turn it around. I mean, this is an easy one to turn around. You got
also there
3, 4, 5 angles you can go from right here.
There's also more, possibly more matches because on these cards you don't see any Luke Harper, you don't see any Baron Corbin, any Sami Zayn, any Ty Dillinger. Yeah. So there might be another match just spur of the moment.
That might be the pre-show. They might maybe a
no alpha
10-man tag or something.
No alpha or something like that.
Yeah, maybe maybe Alpha and Sammy and Ty versus Baron Corbin,
the Ascension,
and somebody.
Yeah,
Rusev. Mojo's a face, and
Rusev.
Is Rusev healthy, ready to go?
I know.
It doesn't really matter. If this is the card and there's 5 matches and they give them all time, everything can be great. So I'm not going to be upset about it. I will also go with the faces.
Okay.
I want to go with the heels because if there's anyone that needs momentum, it's that group.
They've got James Ellsworth on their side. They're not winning.
I understand that, and they shouldn't because James is there. But if somehow Carmella gets the win over Charlotte or
This is also
Naomi,
Tamina's first match. Remember that, too. So
that doesn't matter. Tamina never gets a win. I mean, when she was with AJ, maybe.
Yeah.
But that was, 6 years ago?
Yeah, it was. So, yeah, I don't know. This is the one I'm least expecting things from. But it could still be good.
I wouldn't put it past Smack or WWE to have Becky Lynch eat a pin, though. She always does.
Truth.
But, yeah, we're gonna get past that one because we could just talk about that match for a while. Yeah, let's go with the match I've been most looking forward to, and that's Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler.
This is the most anticipated match on the card for you?
This is one of them. Shinsuke finally gets to wrestle.
There's
two.
We've seen
There's
it.
two.
We've seen it before, yeah, because KO AJ is bigger for me.
KO AJ's big for me.
Yeah, and
but
it's because
Shinsuke versus Dolph's up there.
Yeah,
it's Shinsuke.
and Dolph's gonna sell the fuck out of stuff. I don't think it's gonna be.
Right,
I don't think it's gonna be a squash match or anything. I think it's gonna be
close to one.
I think it's gonna be a closer, and it's gonna be 25, 30 minutes. I think it's gonna be a fucking long one.
I hope so because if there's one person that could put on a match,
they're gonna have to showcase Shinsuke here because they have had him off. They've had him off TV for a month. Yeah, and they've been hyping it up. So you can't just
not
have
one
it.
Commercial has been about any other person.
You do it
Nakamura.
You do it one of two ways. You either Kinshasa out of the gates pin.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Brock like a la Goldberg
but
style, or
it's different though.
Or you elevate him to a different plateau and then just shit all over Dolph.
Before we get too
or
much
you put
into
on
this,
a really good one.
Right. Before we get too much into this, we have Shinsuke, both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very clearly.
All right. Now let's get into it.
You can't hype a guy up this far just to have him lose, even if it's some cheeky loss.
Shinsuke
Like
can't lose.
Even if it's like a DQ loss, like that's still cheeky and retarded. But
Shinsuke shouldn't lose until he gets the title. Honestly, unless it's like shady as fuck.
I don't know. You can still build people with having them lose.
I know, but the mystique of Shinsuke Nakamura is you cannot beat him.
Yeah, but he's already proven in NXT that he can be beaten.
Yeah, but it was always kind of shady.
It wasn't even. It wasn't. I mean, the last one was shady.
My knee.
The last two were shady, but that's because he was against a shadier heel. But like against Joe, he got wrecked.
That's true. I will give you that.
I mean, it was just a damn good match. So
the only reason I don't want this to be a squash is it doesn't work doing that to Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph.
If it was Shinsuke versus AJ or Kevin or Randy, and they went with that puts him right in the top.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler, that fucking shit happens to Dolph Ziggler so much.
Fuck Dolph at this point. I know he's a company man and he's going to eat the pin, but
he's a good wrestler.
Yeah,
and he sells like a son of a bitch.
And I should like him for that, but for some reason he always has left a bad taste in my mouth.
It's
you know what I mean by that, clearly.
Yeah.
Because we're both just like, God, we should like him, but we just don't.
It's the WWE style. He should, like, you would have thought he would have been an indie wrestler for 10 years, but somehow.
Don't get me wrong. He puts on
He
burners
busts
with
his fucking ass.
He put in a burner with Miz. I mean, that takes a lot.
Yeah.
Because Miz does need to be carried matches, but still, like, holy fuck.
Not as much lately, but yeah.
Yeah. Well,
he still needs to be carried.
He needs somebody.
He can't have a fucking amazing match with, like, Brock Lesnar.
No.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar wouldn't go for it anyway. But, all right. So, obviously, we both have Shinsuke.
Yep.
Because we're not stupid.
Yes, we are not.
And if we don't each get a point there, that means WWE is really fucking stupid.
Yeah, they really fuck
Unless
themselves
they
into
have
a
a
corner.
run-in from, like, AJ Styles or Sami Zayn and somehow he loses.
Yeah.
That's the only way. It cannot be clean. Shinsuke Nakamura has to win, and he has to hit a fucking nasty Kinshasa.
Yeah, you're going to have to sell that. And you'd be surprised at how many people do not like knee strike finishers, too. A lot of people don't.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people they're hardcore. It's a slam or a splash, and that's or some kind of top rope
Or
move.
a submission.
Yeah, those people kind of usually hate submissions too.
That's stupid.
But
Submission for a finisher is
believable.
One of my favorites.
Yeah,
because that's how a legitimate, like, MMA fight, like, you either get knocked out or you fucking tap.
I think the Kinshasa is probably the best fucking striking finisher too.
Yeah,
I think it's brilliant. It's just a high knee is all it is. It's a Daniel Bryan flying knee kind of thing.
Yeah, but he hits him with this, like, sideways.
Yeah.
So it hits him with this, like, shin.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I love. I've loved it since we saw it for the first time.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
And seeing it live.
And I also like moves that give you the ability to do a super version. I know that sounds ridiculous and video gamey, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he can hit a top rope Kinshasa too. And you believe it more. You're like, holy shit.
The thing I like about it is he hits that top rope one. He never finishes it with it. He always hits another one just to make sure.
Yeah. It's always to knock him down, and then he sets him up in the corner. Yep.
If anyone's listening to this and they've never seen Shinsuke Nakamura, which I highly doubt because
it's doubtful,
It's doubtful because I know our fan base.
Yeah, and it's a really campy fan base too.
It is. Yeah. It is. And I understand that.
You get it. Yeah.
But to the one
person
out
there. Go
there.
Google Kinshasa and you'll be really impressed. It looks really cool.
Right. To the one or two people out there, which means your mom and my mom.
Yep.
If you've never seen Shinsuke Nakamura, he is the most charismatic wrestler to ever step foot. He says like 6 words. There's probably 20 words total since he's got to WWE.
No, he said more than that. He's got promos and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and his English, by the way, holy fuck, it's improved.
Okay.
It's come a long way from Sami Zayn. I see you in Darius.
I see you in Darius.
Yeah, and then to
Icon
to now.
I must be Icon.
Yeah, and now
I must be you.
Yeah, and now it's completely like he can cut a promo. It's still you're kind of like, what is he saying? But
right,
a little bit.
Right.
But you have to listen a little more. But I think that just draws me into the character more.
That's true.
To be 100% honest.
There's one thing about Shinsuke Nakamura that I will never say about anyone else. He is the closest thing to The Undertaker that we have. And that's not character, not anything. When he walks in to the arena, all eyes are on him at all times.
They missed that opportunity with Bray. But then, yes, I would agree.
Right.
But yeah,
Bray is the closest thing.
Bray could have had that same thing.
Character-wise, yes.
But Bray could have had that same thing, but now it's kind of a joke because he loses so much.
But Nakamura, when you hear... All you have to hear is the first bam, and it's just like the gong.
Yeah.
You're fucking up. You're ready to go.
Yep.
And there's a couple other wrestlers, especially with the amazing music they've been releasing for wrestlers. Like Glorious, yeah, everyone's up for Bobby Roode. But, I mean, his in-ring work...
Fucking the best one is Aleister Black's.
That's a good one, too.
Like,
it's
that Rage Against the Machine clone.
It's a good entrance, too, with the raising up.
Yeah, that's cool. With like out of a coffin. Oh, that's cool.
But just like The Undertaker, he can say 1 word, 0 words, 20 if he wants.
It's a mystique built around a character.
Yeah.
I agree.
He oozes charisma, and he can back it up like a son of a bitch. Holy shit.
Yeah. So anyway, we both got Shinsuke.
Of course.
Shinsuke Knox. You betcha.
The king of strong style. Next match, we got the United States Championship. Kevin Owens is your champion and face of the United States versus AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, the greatest wrestler in the world.
Do you think Jericho comes back and fucks with Kevin here? That's the
No.
only way I see AJ winning.
I
to be honest.
I don't see him.
Okay.
Because not only does it make Kevin look weak because he just put him out of action and ended his career.
Yeah.
But
it also ruins his ruins for Fozzy. Yeah.
It ruins Jericho's exit plan. It also ruins Kevin AJ because then AJ's the champion and Kevin's obviously gonna try to get it fight Chris.
Yeah.
So
who do you have here, by the way? I have Kevin, just to be clear.
You have Kevin?
Yeah.
They're not. They can't have Kevin Owens lose the title twice in 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
3.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is winning.
Well, they can have it, and they've done it before. But,
right, and I want. You know what? I have to. His face is plastered all over this recording studio.
Either way, I'm excited.
In our living room where we watch wrestling, I have to go AJ Styles. I have to.
I don't blame you. He's one of my favorites too.
Right.
Obviously, but
if I lose the title and it's because I picked AJ Styles instead of Kevin Owens, I'm gonna be okay.
That's what you think.
I'll be okay.
No, I have Kevin for a multitude of reasons, but my biggest is because of the Face of America gimmick, and
which
he totally revamped his gimmick from the prize fighter gimmick to this.
Yeah,
and it makes perfect sense. He's trying to do something big with it, and I understand it. Putting it on AJ elevates that shit out of that belt.
Right,
too.
no kidding. It makes it.
I think they're going to put on a burner here, but I think Kevin squeaks it out,
which I'm fine with.
Through some heely tactic.
Either way,
it's weird that the two heels, they're different heels, obviously.
Right.
But
I don't count AJ as a heel anymore.
Oh, I do.
I can't. The fans love him so much, and he shook Shane McMahon's hand.
True.
I feel like he's a face now, but they're just not going to be like, oh, he's a face.
Yeah.
He's a tweener, but he leans more to face.
Yeah, but I think Kevin wins through some villainous means, like a poke to the eye or something goofy like that, and then he rolls him or throws him into the thing. This has got a lot of cool potential to it.
It does. It does.
I think that this match is going to be at least 4 stars. I'm really excited for it.
It better be.
Yeah,
because they have the talent.
And this is the first time they've done it too. I don't know if they've done it on the indie scene either.
Kevin AJ?
Yeah,
I've watched Kevin
have
AJ.
Have they? Okay.
It wasn't PWG. It was like a Ring of Honor smaller show. It wasn't one of their huge cards.
But they both evolved since
Looked
then.
like it was in a high school gym.
Yeah.
It was before Kevin went to NXT, right before, and right after AJ left TNA.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm really, really excited for this. I think it's going to be ridiculous either way. So.
Right. I'm just excited for whether Kevin or AJ wins. There's still someone that has to face that person at the next pay-per-view.
This is true.
And whether it be Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, possibly Randy Orton, possibly Jinder Mahal.
Don't know. Top's so wide open.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing with this mid card, though.
I do
It makes me feel really excited for it. So.
You build your card on your mid card.
But yeah, so I'm really excited. So you have AJ then?
I have to.
Okay.
I have
yep.
to.
And then
I wanted to take Kevin, but my love for AJ is way too high.
No,
right
mine
now.
is too.
I have to take AJ.
Mine is too, but I'm going to think with my head, not my heart here.
I know.
And go. I want that title, so I'm going to pick.
You tend
Kevin.
to be the one that thinks with your head. I tend to be the one that thinks with my heart. And
says the guy who didn't pick the Ascension.
I would never pick the Ascension. I have no love for the Ascension, really. All right, tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The Usos, Jay and Jimmy, in case you were wondering, versus the Fashion Police, Fandango and Tyler Breeze. Breezango if you want.
This is why I picked Kevin Owens to retain, because there's going to be a title switch right afterwards.
You think so?
Yep, and it's going to be for Fandango and Breeze. I think Breezango it's evolved into an above ground pool state, and I think they realize that, where, like, with the fashion files exploding, it's great. It's stuff you want to watch. I don't know what they're going to do next. They're going to stick the Ascension in like a small like cafe and have them drink like little lattes and like full gear, and like
maybe
and just talk by a fire or something. Maybe. I don't know, because literally they followed the template that they made with the above ground pool.
Yeah.
And it's worked perfect. Like, I'm so invested into Breezango, it's ridiculous. And
Same. Bong bong.
like, I've always liked how campy and goofy they were, but now that they're being like serious.
Now that they're pushing them a little bit.
Yeah. And it's a very light push. I don't know if it's enough to get the title, but I hope it is. I truly hope it is.
You and me both.
Because people don't want to hear this, but Fandango is actually a decent worker.
They're both good.
Yeah, and then Tyler is a fucking madman for
He's an NXT champion.
Yeah, he is special. And then you have, I mean, I get that Jimmy and Jay are at their peaks right now. They're really good. And this is probably
the best they've ever been.
And this is a great way to get them heat to just beat down the Fashion Police, maybe.
Right. Even cheat to win.
Yeah, but I think that this could be a huge like moment. Like, I'm gonna freak out if this really does happen because I don't even believe it yet. I'm picking them, but I don't believe it.
I really want to pick them.
So
I really want to.
I think the Fashion Police could really sneak one out. I think it'll be fun to watch.
You know what? We're going with 2 title changes in a row. I'm going with the Fashion Police.
Okay, yeah. I think it could be a lot of fun.
If there's ever a time to completely shift, it's right now.
Yep, and this would be the best shift. Like, because you have Kevin, who's a total asshole at mid-card. You have Randy, who's super boring up at the top. Why not have, like, really good entertainers you can build around? And Jimmy and Jay are boring. Don't get me wrong. They're good workers. They're boring as fuck.
Right.
Like, they could never cut a vignette like that, like, and make it fun.
Make it funny?
Yeah.
No.
Make it funny. Make it, like, good even. But, like, you've given the Fashion Police the keys to the kingdom, and they're running with it. Like, the misspelling of stuff. Like, just how their stupid fashion model gimmick is going. I think it's hilarious. Like, as soon as Fandango brought out a ticket book and started throwing it at people, I was hooked.
And second they walked out of the curtain and they were dressed as cops, I was like, all right,
here we
let's
go.
Fucking go.
They're throwing tickets at people.
Saying
they're greatest.
We didn't even have to. They didn't have to tell us they were the Fashion Police. We knew they were the Fashion Police because they were handing out tickets. Yep. And we were just like, they're the Fashion Police.
Fashion violation. I think they're hilarious.
They're great.
I really, and I think they're actually better workers than Slater and Rhino at this point.
They're 100 times better.
Yeah, that was what was Slater and Rhino's lack of appeal, I think, and why they were kind of shifted. Like, yeah, they were campy and fun, but they weren't believable champions.
Well, and another thing was, we knew exactly how their matches were going to go. If they were going to win, Slater was going to get his ass kicked.
Yep, Rhino was going to
Rhino was Slater's finisher.
Yeah, exactly. And then, whereas Breezango's a goofy mix. Like, you don't know.
Because they're both good workers, if they wanted to, either guy can take the heat and either guy can get the pin.
Yep.
Both of them have finishers that are okay.
Decent. Yeah, decent.
They both look really good.
Fashion Police all day. I'm excited.
Yeah, Fashion Police.
I think this is the most safe one to pick, like Jimmy and Jay. But
I was about to.
But
I can't pick the Usos.
I think this is the safest one and a very unsafe card to pick a title, like, because you have 3 great title matches. Or like three super unpredictable ones. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, 3 super unpredictable matches. So I don't know what we're going to see.
Because they could go against everything I'm picking.
Yeah.
Which would mean you'd get one right out of it. I'm guessing, because I don't know what you're doing for the main event. But they could go against everything we said, and I'll only be disappointed a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited. I think that they can do it. I think they can.
I hope they can.
Fashion Police is where I'm heading, and that's where you're heading as well?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
I am.
So next match.
This is your main event.
Match, yep.
This is your main event for the WWE Championship. The title, the belt, however you want to say it. And it is Randall Keith Orton versus Jinder Mahal, the Maharaj.
Yep, the Maharaja. Yep.
I like saying it that way.
Yep.
Because that's how he says it. Because he doesn't say it right either.
This is like one of those super unpredictable matches. We have no idea where it's going.
The only one that you know damn straight he's going to win is the guy on the cover, and that's Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yep.
That's the only one that we know for damn sure.
Yep. This is really hard to pick, actually. I'm leaning towards Orton, though. I'm going to pick Orton.
Really?
Yeah. Really? I hate Orton. Don't get me wrong. This is another head pick. But yeah, I'm picking Orton.
Okay. Obviously, I'm picking Jinder Mahal. I
That's
have to.
awesome. Yeah, and see, I don't have the balls to do that
because I believe never going to call them the Singh brothers. I believe the Bollywood boys are at ringside.
I think they are too, but I think that's what gets him disqualified. And I think Randy holds on to the title through DQ.
I don't see a heel getting caught for disqualification. I think it could be shady behind the back.
I think Singh is going to get, or one of the Singh brothers is going to get
Singhs
caught.
might get,
and then I don't think
ejected.
I don't think they're going to get ejected. I think they're just going to call the match
in the main event
for
the title.
You betcha.
Nah, I hope
they've
not.
had dustier bullshit than that.
I know, and Randy's been a part of most of it.
He has. So I mean, I think that's the only way you can do it, where you don't totally fucking neuter Jinder.
You've been calling him Jinder Mahal.
I
for
love
so
Jinder
long.
Mahal.
Don't hinder Jinder. Jinder wins this match.
But yeah,
he has to.
I mean, you have a weird plane where you're at right now, because like Randy's been on his fucking coasting plane forever.
Randy's been coasting
and he's super
for 10 years.
Yep, and he's super boring. And then at the same time, you just all of a sudden shoot Jinder out of nowhere. I don't buy it. I think Jinder's gonna plummet. I think. And this was
up. Is this the R-Truth?
Yeah.
Capital punishment?
Yep. Up until Tuesday, I believed that. I think they're going to still keep him around in the top card of the card. But I think Tuesday, when they showed like, oh, here are my promotional pictures with the belt, I think that was as close as he's going to get. I think showing that is when I switched to Orton. I can't believe Jinder's going to win this.
I really hope not.
I'm excited. I would be. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be livid if Jinder wins in a good way. Because he has been far more entertaining than fucking Randy. Like, he lost his voice Tuesday, and he was way more entertaining than Randy with no voice. He was just like, hey, I'm the Maharaja. I'm going to speak to my own people now.
Yeah.
He was, like, really quiet, and I was like, this is still good. Like, I don't know.
Not the only reason, but one of the reasons that it has to be Jinder Mahal. If Jinder Mahal loses this, they just undercut the whole push he's got. I think either way.
I don't know.
You're right. If it's Dusty,
Dusty,
maybe. But if he eats an RKO and gets pinned in the middle of the ring, it's over.
Oh yeah, if he loses clean in the center, yeah, it's over.
It's over.
But I see something like he eats an RKO towards like the ropes, and the Singh brothers pull off Randy during the pin, and then they DQ him.
When are they going to India? Do you know?
I don't base it on market deals anymore. I stopped doing that.
Yeah, that's true. If they're going to India in the
that's
next
like saying
weeks,
Ho Loon was going to win the CWC because they were pushing hard in China.
I mean,
so
no.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
I mean,
except on a way less scale. Like mine's a much more believable scale.
I would have been more surprised if China won than Japan. They always won Japan. In that CWC.
Well, yeah, the difference was that China was a developing territory at that time.
I know.
That they were pushing very hard into.
Yeah, I understand.
It's also like saying that, the UK championship still means something. It doesn't.
It fucking can, though.
It could. Get it off of fucking NXT.
They've been. I've heard that they're still trying to get the weekly show. They just, I don't know. It's going to take a while.
The problem is
that
they're still wanting their major talent, like guys like Drew Galloway and all that. Yeah. Like they want to bring them to obviously the main roster,
right?
They don't believe in guys like Bate and Seven. They don't believe in guys like that.
I think to an extent they believe in them. I think Triple H will always believe in talent.
Well, I don't think that H has a straight up call to just
he doesn't bring
someone up just because he likes them.
Trips. Hunter doesn't have the authority to send them to the main roster. But he's going to get everything out of them while they're there, hoping that they get sent. And British Strong Style looks believable. And it looks like someone Triple H should be like, hey, Vince, these guys, they're your next Shield.
Yeah.
Put them up there.
Really, the next Shield, you could just go to CMLL and start ripping people. But
I mean, you could.
I don't know why they don't want to touch CMLL at all, by the way. It's always from Ring of Honor, New Japan. That's kind of the last stepping point. I don't know why they never want to grab people from CMLL.
If I remember right.
Like Graham Metalik was from CMLL.
I remember right, Sin Cara, the first one, was from CMLL.
And he
stunk up the joint, and they used
well, because you have guys like
Hunico.
Yeah,
they used Hunico, who was not from there.
Because you have guys like Volador Jr. and Phoenix and Pentagon are also Lucha Underground people, but fuck, those guys are beyond Kalisto and Sin Cara. They're maybe beyond Rey Mysterio level good. I think they are. I think they're even way. I think they're way better than.
I
Rey.
really like Pentagon. I really do.
He's
won't, not Rey Mysterio.
They won't bring. Yeah, he is.
No.
I don't think they're going to bring Pentagon in because he's way too hard hitting and his moves are all going to be banned. He still uses package pile drivers on the apron.
I know.
And
he still uses package pile driver anyway.
And his front lung blowers, they're not going to ever be cool with. So I don't know what they would do with him, but
I very much like Pentagon. He's my favorite person.
Volador Jr. is still the best.
He's my favorite luchador. He's my
Volador
favorite.
Jr. is still the best CMLL wrestler.
See, I don't watch
in the
CMLL.
world right now.
Is he on?
He'll be in the Super Juniors, best of the Super Juniors.
Best of the Super Juniors.
Yeah,
that's really doing anything.
It's
with
really the
Lucha
only time
Underground?
I ever see him go out. No.
Okay. See,
nope, that's the only time I ever see him go out is on New Japan excursions when he does like best of Super Juniors. Like the guy caught my attention last year. I was like, holy shit, this guy's really good. And then he turns out he's really, really good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think another reason they don't pick wrestlers from CMLL or AAA for that matter,
truth,
is because the language barrier is so.
Fuck, it was for Shinsuke too.
I know it was for Shinsuke,
I think
but that's Shinsuke Nakamura, and he didn't come when he was 20.
Asuka,
right, but neither of those wrestlers came when they were 24. I think
you could bring like Volador or Pentagon already speaks English.
Pentagon, Pentagon's.
I don't even think
Pentagon's from Mexico.
I've never seen.
I think he's
Volador.
from California.
Oh, really?
Same with Ray. Ray was from California.
Believable. I don't know.
But I think the last one, Zero Muerto, right?
Yep. So we had
I think the last person they took from CMLL was Alberto Del Rio. They took him after they lost.
He's
the first
back
one.
to owning a Mexican promotion now too. I can't remember which one.
Dude.
I don't think it's It's not CMLL. It's like APWA or something like that.
You know,
I've got a huge eagle as their logo.
Something like that. I can't remember. I've seen so many things online about how great Alberto Del Rio is, and I've never seen it.
I think he's a solid worker. I don't think
he's a solid worker.
I think he's like Dolph Ziggler level good.
Yeah.
I don't think
he's a good wrestler.
I don't think he's a guy you elevate to a championship. Though,
no,
to be honest,
he's everywhere he goes. What was he? World champion. He was WWE champion. Mm-hmm. He's been U.S. champion. He's been TNA World champion, right?
Yep.
Did he win the WCPW belt?
I have no idea.
There's another one, but I've never seen that level of character work, charisma, talking. He's a shit face, and he's a lukewarm heel. I've never seen it. Now, if someone shows me one clip of him going off, it could probably change my mind. Yeah. I've had my mind changed thousands of times.
Zack Sabre Jr., my latest mind change.
I still haven't.
I think he's still pretty good. I think he's really sneaky.
He's an amazing technical wrestler.
I think he's sneaky good. To me, which is weird because I hate that pure technical wrestling. You have to have some bang to it. No, you have to have some bang to it.
You do, but it's the way he was doing it at the CWC.
I think
it might have been his partner.
I think they neutered it a lot for CWC too.
It could have been his partner, but it looked fake. I know that wrestling's predetermined, and I know blah, blah, blah,
that's
blah,
why Drew Gulak too. That's pure technical wrestling. It's just campy, and I don't like it. It's just not my thing. I don't know.
Mean, when it comes to technical wrestling, I have to always compare him to Bret Hart. And if they can't make technical work look,
I compare him to Daniel Bryan.
See, Daniel's another one, but Daniel was flashy enough.
Brett's too old school for it.
I know, but
that's too slow for me. But
I know, but if you can't make it look,
if I go back that far, I'm going to go Dean Malenko or Chris Benoit.
Yeah, I understand, but I mean, there was one excellence of execution.
Yeah,
and that's who they looked up. That's who Chris Benoit.
But they also they evolved the game too.
Yeah, I know the game has changed.
Yeah,
but if you're going to take it back to old school, and I get more entertainment watching Bret Hart, who had no charisma. Let's be honest, he had zero charisma. All he had was in the ring. If Zack Sabre Jr., who has charisma, I've heard him talk.
He's charming.
He's a charming chap.
He's a charming individual.
if I'm more
He makes you
entertained
wanna like
by
him.
Bret Hart versus Diesel than Zack Sabre Jr. versus pretty much anybody, there's a problem.
I think you need to watch his matches with Marty, like Stroll.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
I heard he did some things against the Elite. Am I wrong?
No, he has.
Okay.
It's always like a 6-man tag or
That's fine.
yeah, some goofy tag formation. But yeah,
If 6-man tags are good because you get to see all the high spots and no low spots.
yeah.
If it's done right, especially in the indie scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually the only people that take the low spots are the people getting their ass kicked. And usually it's the Elite for a couple of minutes and then the Elite destroy him.
Yeah. You've got guys like with the name Mr. 450 that have shit names.
Yeah.
Kind of a trash character, but
Right.
that blow me away in the ring. Like, I didn't even know about Mr. 450. And then I was like, oh, Ricochet's in a match. I was like, who are these other guys? And then I was like, holy fuck, 450 can bang.
Right, and I like how it's Mr. 450 and like everyone can do a 450 now.
Yeah, and it's not a special
It's like
thing.
being Mr.
Well-
Moonsault.
Well, friggin', they were doing dueling ones, like in the corners, like, and Ricochet,
Yeah.
Ricochet and Guerrero were in the other corner, like, was in the other
Hoovy?
corner. No.
We've
yeah.
done this before. Sorry.
Solonto. I don't even know. Does Hoovy wrestle anymore?
Yeah, he was in the
Okay.
Mexican leg of the WCPW World Cup.
Does he real wrestle anymore
He had a match.
for WCPW?
Yes, for
Let's say,
WCPW.
like, CMLL.
I think he's in CMLL.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I'm not positive. I don't watch the
Okay.
shows.
Yeah.
It's Hoovy. I don't
Yeah.
care.
And just not like some.
I
campy,
love Hoovy.
Like not some campy. Maybe we'll bring back Hoovy because people like.
I mean,
him.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, they brought
because
back.
he might be the most attractive man on the planet.
He's up there.
That's weird, right?
He's
when
up
they
there.
took off his mask, I was like, "Is that a woman?" Oh my god!
Ray's not fucking bad looking either. When they made him take off
Ray?
his mask, yeah,
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
'Cause
which
he lost.
also that was fucked. Take off Rey Mysterio's mask.
I know.
But anyway,
I was pissed about both of them.
But yeah, so they were doing dueling 450s.
Okay.
Difference was Ricochet did a 630 senton.
Obviously.
Yeah, and so he rolled right out of it and punched him. But like, it was pretty fucking gnarly. Like, I mean, he still throws beautiful. Like, it was good. It was good. Anyway,
It's always
we're
good.
way off topic.
Yeah,
as
we're
per
way off
usual,
topic.
as per usual. So yeah,
Let's
run down
just
the packs real
let's
quick.
go through it real quick. We have the 6-woman tag.
Both have
We
faces.
both took the faces.
Yep.
I don't think that match is going to be amazing, but it has the possibility. It's got 5 good workers in there. Yes, I'm making Tamina be the one that's not a good worker. Yeah, so we both
Yep.
have the faces. Shinsuke Knox versus Dolph Ziggler.
Both have
Duh.
Shinsuke.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yep.
King of Strong Style. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. This is one where I think it's it's not the only one.
Yep, there were
but-
2. So yep, I had Kevin Owens.
And I have AJ Styles.
Yep.
Obviously, I can't pick against AJ. I just can't. I love Kevin. Can't pick against him. Against AJ. We have Usos versus the Fashion Police.
Both have Fashion
both have
Police.
Fashion Police.
Yeah, weird day. It's a weird day here. at
Have
Wrestling
to.
Agenda.
Have to.
This is with my
It
heart.
changes the tag team division.
It does. It really does.
It's fucking awesome.
Get me Ascension in the cafe.
If they should give Fashion Police not only like vignettes, they should have a talk show.
I doubt that. Oh, that would be good. Like a Miz talk show.
Right, it'd be like Miz TV, but
yeah,
way
but like
fucking
where
better.
they make fun of what people wear.
It'd be like I mean,
I think it'd be fun.
in the early '90s, I think there was the Barber Shop, there was Piper's Pit.
Yeah,
there
they need
was-
to have more
I mean,
than-
Edge had one. It was the Cutting Edge.
You have the Ambrose Asylum.
Yeah, that was horseshit. I think
yeah.
that was their attempt of getting rid of Miz TV. We had Miz TV. We had the highlight reel with Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Has there ever been a tag team one?
I don't think so. Not that I can recall.
This would be a perfect fucking time to do it.
I mean, highlight reel was kind of a tag team one.
I mean,
towards
yeah,
the end
Christian
with,
was there.
with- well, no, I'm saying with
Y2J?
with Y2J and KO towards the end. It was kind of
Yeah.
when they would do it together a
yeah.
lot. So.
Yeah. You're right.
But yeah,
But it's never been a tag team one.
Yeah.
I hope that happens. Or
Any
if they
goofies.
keep running the vignettes, that's fine.
Yep.
They're great vignettes.
yeah.
And then to the main event, Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal. I have Jinder.
And I have Mr. Randy.
I bet you feel sick.
No, I
Bet you
mean
feel
I'm
sick,
It's not gonna feel sick when I have that sweet title around my waist.
right? And when I have
Well, it's around my arm because it's not. It's a children's title.
for the people at home, what is the punishment for losing?
Oh yeah, I haven't done this. Yeah, I have to change my profile picture on Facebook to a picture of me and with
Roman Reigns.
With a Roman Reigns
because
doll thing.
because WrestleCrate, which is awesome, they've gotten a lot better. They sent me a Roman Reigns figure. They've been doing so good on figures. They sent me a Roman Reigns one.
Yeah, it's sitting in my house now, and I still haven't taken a picture with it.
That's fine.
But I'll change it.
It's there.
Yep, I'll change it for this weekend. Yeah, and it's kind of a weird curse on the house.
Yeah, there's one thing that I can claim, and that there's no Roman Reigns figure in my house.
Yep, and I still haven't brought you your title yet either. I just realized that. So
well,
I mean, it has to go around our arm too. You'll sit with it Sunday, but
okay.
Yeah, we'll have to sit with it like around our arms because it doesn't even come close to fitting around my waist.
Well, I mean, I also have my WWE Championship fanny pack that I can use for my championship.
Yeah, but are
title.
you going to give that to me?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
It is going to be like my...
That's the thing. It has to be a traveling to April.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm going to carry my shit in it.
Rad.
And they're going to be like, you can't bring that in here. And I'm going to say, horse shit, yes, I can.
I'm excited for it.
But yeah, I have Jinder Mahal, and it is the start of the Summer of Jinder Mahal, which is a shit title for a summer. It could be awesome.
The Summer of Randy. That sounds like a really bad indie
Summer
film.
of Randy.
It sounds like
a dirty porno.
It kind of does.
Like
a little bit.
Like, are you guys silly? I'm still going to send it.
But anyway, as always, this has been the Wrestling Agenda. Like, follow, share, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
You know who we are. No, you don't. But if you do, like, share, follow, subscribe.
What is your Twitter, sir?
Mr. W.A. It's not Mr. I don't know why I said that right away.
That was weird.
Yeah, W.A. Kyle Klein.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, I'm going to fucking live tweet.
Nice.
I keep forgetting about it.
Well, I mean, you get into the matches, you get into it. It's tough to do.
Yeah, I get here late, and then I'm like, shit, and then I get really invested in the matches.
Right.
So, and I have to show 2 counts to everybody.
Right. We scissor our fingers. My name is Cody. My Twitter is @WA Cody Long.
And of course, we do have a Twitter, just a joint Twitter at or Wrestling Agenda, right? Or the Wrestling Agenda. Excuse me. You can find us on Facebook. We have a group on there now, finally.
We do.
That's where I've been posting episodes, so if you're listening, you found the group. It's at Wrestling Agenda, if you haven't, or you want to recommend it to some friends.
Right.
We really don't post anything other than episodes in there, and maybe we should.
We should, but you know,
post some clickbaity
we got shit to do.
Yeah.
Like, we both have. I mean, until this takes off, we both got fucking day jobs.
Yep.
We gotta pay rent and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if we didn't have to pay rent, we could do this all day.
I earned like $200 a month off of this.
Yeah.
I would still work super part time, but I'd be much more invested. Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little more than $200.
Yeah, I was cutting pretty close there.
Yeah, that's cutting it close. But our joint Twitter is @Wrestling Agenda. We post all our episodes on Twitter, Facebook. Do we still do SoundCloud?
We do.
Every
other, usually. Depends. SoundCloud's been fucking weird for me uploading, which is weird because YouTube's usually the one that I have to cater towards. Like, I have to go to YouTube. Like, I have to convert it down to an MP3, upload it up. It's just a nightmare usually to get it on YouTube. But for some reason, SoundCloud's been giving me corrupted codec errors and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to, put worms in people's phones and stuff.
Right.
Sell your information,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
CIA
that's how
style.
we make our money.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
selling your information and,
nobody's
maybe
buying buying T-shirts. So
No.
there will be an order form, by the way. That's my big summer project. Is I'm going to be putting in an order form on the Facebook group in case anybody wants some
Wrestling Agenda T-shirts,
some rad Wrestling Agenda T-shirts.
Nice.
So
nice.
And I want to get people sizes and stuff like that before I do it because I don't just want to sit around with like 100 T-shirts in my house.
Right.
Different
no
sizes,
shit.
So
one other thing that I've been kind of thinking about, you guys can comment on our YouTube videos. You can DM us. Our DMs are always open.
Always open. Facebook message us.
Facebook message us. That could work too. We're thinking about, or I have been thinking about live streaming. If anyone wants us to live stream the event,
not Attack of the Show, almost like even we're gonna live.
It'd
stream
be
events,
like the
I kind of wanted to do like a call-in thing, like not a call-in thing, but like a thing where you guys leave questions and stuff like that, and we would get to them. Yeah,
we've tried that. We've got a couple questions.
We have periodically, and there's no new questions right now, right? No. So yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
Tim, you let us down, man.
I know, right?
Jeez.
But I was thinking, if possible, we could Twitch during an event, or we could even set up a time where we Twitched. And
we could even YouTube live.
That's another one.
Because
Yeah,
you guys
they're
already
both
subscribed,
streamed.
so you'll know we're live. But yeah,
Right.
we're going to do live reaction stuff too soon. Let you in on the madness that is us.
You could see our faces, which
So, they're nothing great.
I mean, I think they're pretty great, but whatever. You can see our
More
goofy
realistic.
ass facial expressions because you don't get to see them. You can kind of hear them.
This would be a good pay-per-view for it, too.
It would be a good pay-per-view because
But-
it could be a
And because we never do
amazing
like
one.
a review of a show usually.
We don't do a lot of reviews.
No, we do predictions. And
We do
stuff.
predictions. We've done a couple
We've done
reviews.
top fives and stuff. Yeah, but
But we were more reviewing Raw and SmackDown,
yeah,
and like because when they were
that was during the lull.
it was
period.
right after
Yeah.
the draft.
Yeah.
We were kind of
We had
trying
a really
to figure
heavy
out,
lull. Yeah.
We were trying to figure out which show was going to be better. You know, we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do as a podcast.
Yep.
And you know that we've kind of with our busy schedules and everything, we've kind of just figured out that we're going to make picks, and then if something huge happens, we'll do one.
Talk about that stuff. Yep.
We'll do top fives every once in a while.
Yep. When you
Usually
guys tweet
around-
at us and let us know, though, that's like when we would. That's when we know you guys want us to hear
Right.
something instead of us just rambling and picking. Stuff.
Right.
Like, how do you guys feel about Jinder Mahal? Like, yeah, I feel great about him. Like, I wouldn't do that. I'd obviously,
Right.
I'd probably spend way too long on it. But,
Right.
But yeah, so just trying to get you guys a little more involved to make us a better channel and a better community as a whole.
Right.
So,
Because all we do is we just want
God,
to
and
entertain you.
it's swimming pool season, and I'll tell you what. Now that I'm thinking about it, 100 T-shirts doesn't sound so bad. I'll cut them off like crop tops.
We'll do Young Bucks. We'll crop top, but we'll tassel the bottom.
That sounds like too much work. I'm just gonna fucking cut it.
Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Yep. As always, share, like, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the wrestling agenda.
Ooh, that
See what I
might
did
work. That might work.
As always,
As always, too fucking sweet.
Dawnbreaker, play us out.